ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
I don't know, it's like she's just going, hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Diamond Select Toys action figure review on two different figures. We are looking at the Invincible Amazon Original Series Deluxe action figure of Invincible and Omni-Man. If you're trying to pick these up, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Alright, down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to Diamond Select Toys for making this review possible and sending out these free samples to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from DST, check them out, link in the description below. And I actually did order these before they sent them, so this was something that was totally on my radar already. And oh man, I'm just so stoked to have an actual Invincible figure in hand. I made a custom a while ago, and of course I'm happy to have Omni-Man. I really like the Amazon show, love the books. Kirkman's writing is amazing. I like the artwork right here on the side, and then on the back you get product shots over here. Then we get a little read up for the synopsis of Invincible right over here on the top, but then right down there you get a separate individual read up for Invincible, and then there's another read up right there for Omni-Man. And then on the side it says this is 001, we get 002, and then I think we get Adam, Eve, and Robot coming soon. Windows at the top, not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack these things open. And here are the figures out of the packaging. Not looking too bad. I do have my gripes, and there are some cool things about them that I'll discuss, but first, let's get a closer look at the accessories. So each figure comes with a set of fisted hands, and then the wide open flying hands, and then you have item holding hands right here, as well as baseball holding hands, I guess, for Invincible, and then they each come with a baseball mitt, and then you get a baseball inside a hand for Omni-Man, but then Invincible comes with his own baseball along with a baseball that could soar through the air. I really do like this effect. That's really neat. It has a port at the bottom of it so you could plug it into a stand. Now Omni-Man comes with this stand right here. It has a peg and it's just a stem sticking out, and you can plug this into the back. But Invincible over here has this articulated stand, which I like, and you can remove these parts and change it around as you wish and tighten the screws and everything. I find it best to remove this piece right here. I've had the most fun with it with that. But yeah, looking at the baseball that comes with Invincible, I do like it. Nice little baseball right over here. And then yeah, the catcher's mitts or baseball mitts look really good. I do like them, so that's pretty sweet. Pretty cool. And then right here with Omni-Man's baseball, you could actually see some stitching in the sculpt. It's kind of tricky to see, but there's stitching right there, but the lines are not matching up with the stitching on the baseball. And these stitches should be closer to these two fingers right over here, right? I don't know anything about baseball. So you're just looking at the first of the two head sculpts, and I really like the head sculpt right over here for Invincible. Looks really good. I like it a lot, man. Very simple, but, you know, it reminds me of Otley's artwork a little bit. I think it works and everything. I just don't like how pale he is. The skin tone is super light on this figure, and I do find myself having to heat up the heads every time I want to swap them, so I have to heat this up to take it off and then heat this up to put it on. Then you're just looking at the angrier, meaner head sculpt, and I really like it. That looks really cool. So I really do dig both of the head sculpts. I feel like they could have added a little bit more color to the lens right over here. I don't know, it seems to have a little bit more than this one, but I guess they're more or less the same really when you show them side by side. I feel like there's a little bit more space between the lenses and the forehead on the angry one, but I don't know. Could just be me. Anyway, they're just looking at the side of it. There's the head and the hair and the ears, and again, that super light flesh tone. Then here's looking at the torso, and I like the simplicity of this. I mean, it doesn't need a ton of paint for it to hit the mark for me. I do like how it came out. So yeah, nice sculpt and everything. Got the nice eye right there for Invincible, and it's not just painted on, it's sculpted with it, you know, so very cool. There's the back of the figure, there's your porthole, and then you have the legs right here, and you have those signature knee pads right over there. We'll get into the articulation in just a moment, but we get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Then here's a look at Omni-Man, and I do like how this Omni-Man looks. I like the flesh tone too. I mean, just comparing it to Mark over here, I mean, look at that. Jeez, man. And you guys gotta read the Invincible books, man. I'm loving the Amazon Prime exclusive series, but man, the books are really incredible, and they're probably, I mean, it's probably just gonna be just as dope by the time we get to the end of the animated series. But man, I do like how this looks and everything, but we also get another head sculpt. requires... Oh, there we go. Yeah, heating the heads up on these figures is not the funnest thing in the world. Now, this sculpt looks weird to me because I feel like the mouth is too far away from the mustache. I don't know. That looks a little bit weird to me, and I did get a little scuffage from having to port these on and off. When it gets really cold in here like it is tonight, it is tricky, with all types of figures to heat things up and move things around. But yeah, you can see the hair sculpt right over there, and I like the gray paint added to it. And I think this head sits a little bit higher than the other head sculpt, so that allows for a little bit more range of movement. We'll get into the articulation soon enough, but yeah, looking at the frame of this, big old Superman, or evil Superman, kind of, good guy / bad guy, more of a bad guy. Looks like the O is sculpted on here, along with the line coming through the middle, so that looks pretty good. And then you can see some more sculpting right there on the side, and then the cape looks really nice, wafting over there to his right. And then here we have, the hip joints and everything. We'll get into the articulation very, very soon. And then you can see right here on the boots. I mean, there's no paint detail on either of these figures, but it doesn't really bother me. It goes with the aesthetics quite a bit, but, you can see some scuffage right over here from moving things around. You can see the peg right there for the stand, or the hole for the stand right there in the back. He has his butt looks a little bit funny to me. I don't know why, but yeah, that looks a little bit weird. But yeah, there's the peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So the articulation is the same for both of these figures. Neither of them could look up that much. I feel like with this head sculpt, you get a little bit more movement with Omni-Man, but yeah, not a lot of range of movement. And I know Diamond Select Toys is capable of giving their figures more articulation, so I'm just bummed out that I guess this Invincible license was not worthy. But I don't know, maybe seeing an import company make some, like a Mafex Invincible figure, that would be awesome. The head could barely look down. You get side motion and head pivoting on the figures. The shoulders will move outward and inward only so far. You could rotate a full 360, bicep swivels, and then we get single jointed elbows only. And then you get wrists that move side to side, and they all hinge up and down. The diaphragm joints will turn side to side. You'll get a little bit of pivoting, barely any crunching forward and back. Same deal with this guy, barely any crunching forward and back. And then the hip joints are the same on both of them, where you can move them outward like the DCUC gaping crotch pits, and then you can kick forward, back, and then you get a mid thigh cut right there, and then the single jointed knees only. Then the ankles do move down, they do move up, and they do have beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out these two figures, you can see Omni-Man is standing at about 7.5 inches tall, or just a little bit more so, and then you can see Invincible is just a little over the 7-inch mark. And yeah, you cannot get the legs on Invincible to move in as close as you can with the Omni-Man. That frustrates me. For an Invincible figure comparison, here's the official Diamond Select Toys Invincible, and here is my custom Invincible, which has a signature from Robert Kirkman on the butt right over there, which I'm very proud of. I did customize this from a Legendary Comic Book Heroes Madman figure. And here's Invincible and Omni-Man next to another Diamond Select Toys father-son figure comparison. We have the Marvel Select Cable and Cyclops. And then here's Invincible and Omni-Man next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Oh, that's so cool. You guys play catch. Uncle Ben and I used to play catch all the time. Oh, I miss him. Can you guys play catch with me? Thank you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people over here that support this content via the Patreon and membership. If you want to support this content and you're in a position to do so, well, check it out, links below to the perks. Now these figures over here, I have mixed feelings because I'm just simply stoked to have official Invincible figures. I think there may have been some Skybound 3 3/4-inch Invincible figures that I wasn't interested in, but I could just be thinking of the Saga figures. I'm not sure, but I don't think I've ever seen official Invincible figures before, so that's one reason why I had to get these. Again, these were samples, but I had them pre-ordered. I would have bought them anyway. I'm disappointed by the lack of articulation. I gotta say, I feel like Diamond Select Toys could have done more. Now, I know that they're not known for the super articulation, but they have done more with other figures in the past. Getting double jointed knees would have been really cool to have, double jointed elbows. That would have kicked them up a bunch, especially due to the nature of the characters and everything. So that does bum me out. But at the same time, I'm stoked to have Invincible figures, and they look pretty good. But again, the skin tone on Mark really bothers me. So, I have my gripes. I like them, but they're not that great. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I wish I liked them more, and hopefully one day, I guess maybe, you know, some Japanese import company can make super fully articulated figures. So, you know, if you're picking these up for the articulation, you're going to want to pass on them. If you just love Invincible and you want to get them in a few cool poses, well, then you're going to want to pick them up. So anyway, at the price point around 25 to 30 bucks a piece, I'm going to give these Invincible figures a SUD rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
Crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,